Pep Guardiola praises Man City loanee Jack Grealish ahead of Everton clash. Pep Guardiola has heaped praise on Manchester City loanee Jack Grealish ahead of the clash with Everton on Saturday, October 18th. The 30-year-old left Guardiola's side on loan during the summer, joining Everton and having an instant impact for the Merseyside club. Grealish has scored 1 goal and provided 4 assists in his 7 Premier League games so far this season, but is ineligible to feature against his parent club this weekend. Speaking to reporters ahead of the game, Guardiola hailed Grealish for grasping the opportunity at Everton with both hands. Obviously, he is there. The impact has been massive from day one. He got minutes and minutes and this is what he wanted, he said. The decision we had with him, because he's a lovely guy, but he's back to real business and he's playing every game. When asked about Grealish's ineligibility for the game, the Spaniard added, "They're the rules. When I will be a CEO or president of a big institution in England, maybe I will change it. If he played it would be nice, but I don't have any opinion." Liverpool draw up Michael Ollis transfer plan after failed Chelsea move. A new update on Liverpool transfer target Michael Ollis has emerged after Chelsea failed to sign him last summer, with Arne Slot's team still being linked to the Bayern Munich star. Michael Ollis of Bayern Munich. Liverpool are reportedly willing to spend big on Michael Ollis next summer. The former Chelsea academy player left Crystal Palace for £50.7 million to join Bayern Munich last summer after seeing a return to Stamford Bridge collapse. The West Londoners had verbally agreed personal terms with the player and were prepared to meet his £35 million release clause. But they wouldn't have been in that position if the club hadn't parted ways with him at the age of 14. In Germany, Ollis has gone on to score 25 goals and provide 29 assists in just 64 appearances to date. Several clubs have monitored his development in Germany, with Bild reporting that Liverpool could look to secure a move for him next summer and are drawing up a plan to sign the winger. Ollis is described as the perfect fit to succeed Mohamed Salah at Anfield. Chelsea, meanwhile, are said to be open to a move, with Enzo Maresca's side always on the lookout for fresh talent. However, Bayern are reportedly preparing a new deal for the France international. Ollis is currently under contract at the Allianz Arena until the summer of 2029 and reportedly does not have a release clause. Although he is not thought to be among Bayern's highest earners, the club can afford to offer Ollis a lucrative contract. The report adds that Bayern plan to secure his long-term future with a contract extension until 2031, coupled with a significant salary increase. Manager Vincent Kompany has already made it clear that he hopes to rely on the winger for many years to come. "We generally don't talk about contract details. Our aim is that Michael will stay at FC Bayern for a long time," he said in the summer. "He's an exceptional talent. I see total calmness in Michael. He comes up to us because he wants to get even better. He's now won things for the first time, but he has to keep going. I hope he can make further progress and that the Bayern fans will get joy from him for a long time." Rashi and CR7. Cristiano is the player who represented his country the most and in the best way possible. "I was lucky to play with him," said Rashford. "Watching him up close taught me what it means to stay at the top for so many years," he said. Class recognizes class. Dayot Upamecano takes strong contract stance as Liverpool lurking for free transfer. Liverpool continues to be linked with a move for Dayot Upamecano, who is set to become a free agent next summer unless Bayern Munich can tie him down to a new contract. Dayot Upamecano has been linked with a move to Liverpool. Dayot Upamecano has reportedly made his wage demands clear to Bayern Munich as he continues to be linked with a move to Liverpool. The French international has emerged as a possible alternative to Marc Guéhi after the Reds failed to land the Crystal Palace defender, with the Eagles having pulled the plug on a deadline day move during the summer. Like Guéhi, Upamecano is set to be a free agent at the end of the current season, although Bayern are making efforts to try and tie him down to a new deal, albeit with no indication yet that he will extend his stay with the Bundesliga giants. Amid his ongoing links with Liverpool, Sky Germany's Florian Plettenberg has reported that Upamecano and his agent have now made their contract demands to Bayern clear. The Bavarian club's sporting director, Max Eberl, is said to be doing everything he can to try and get him to sign a new deal in Munich, with the French international and his representatives claiming to have presented their wage expectations to the club, and left it up to them whether they make an improved offer. A new long-term contract is apparently on the table, but there is still no agreement regarding salary and other fees, with Liverpool said to be among the teams lurking. Dayot Upamecano's contract at Bayern Munich expires next summer. Links with Upamecano have grown as uncertainty remains over the future of his international teammate, Ibrahima Konate, at Liverpool. The 26-year-old is also out of contract next summer, with talks over a new deal having stalled this year amid rumors of a move to Real Madrid. Upamecano himself has also been touted as an option for a move to the Bernabeu, although Eberl has made Bayern's stance clear. "I'm not surprised that many clubs are interested in Dayot Upamecano," Eberl told Sport Bild, via the Liverpool Echo. "We are also interested in extending his contract, and that takes a very, very long time. We are trying to convince him of the Bayern Munich project. We want to keep him." Liverpool.com says, "The Konate, Guehi, and Upamecano situations make for a potentially very interesting summer next year. All of the same clubs are being linked in the speculation surrounding the trio, Liverpool, Bayern, and Real Madrid, so the Reds could have their work cut out for them to land their preferred option. As things stand, that should still be Guehi, and preferably with Konate signing a new contract at Anfield. It is worth keeping an eye on Upamecano as well, if nothing else just because it would be hard to pass up signing a player like that for free." Liverpool and Tottenham tracking Antoine Semenyo amid clause talk. Semenyo has enjoyed a brilliant start to the season. Antoine Semenyo's rise as one of the Premier League's most exciting players has sparked growing curiosity around the terms of his Bournemouth contract, and whether a release clause could open the door to a major transfer. Semenyo has been in outstanding form, attracting serious attention from clubs including Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur. Both sides are believed to be monitoring the situation closely as speculation builds over the existence and size of a potential buyout clause. Sources have insisted that Tottenham's intent is genuine, with the club eager to explore a possible deal. Liverpool's interest has also been growing. The situation is complicated by the fact that Semenyo signed a new contract with Bournemouth during the summer. Cherry sources have tried to keep a lid on further speculation around a future exit, previously hinting that no release clause was included. However, there has been a sense of skepticism around that stance in football circles, and rival recruitment departments are trying to uncover the full reality of his agreement. Semenyo's recent stats. Bournemouth are understood to be working to protect their position, aware that Semenyo's value continues to rise. Yet there are now reports that a clause could, in fact, exist. While nothing has been confirmed, our insiders believe the figure could fall in the region of £60 to £70 million. If that proves accurate, Bournemouth face a huge challenge to keep hold of their star man long-term. With Spurs and Liverpool both on alert, the race to uncover the truth behind Semenyo's contract has become one of the most intriguing storylines in the transfer world. Fresh Mohamed Salah transfer claim emerges as superstar wanted to leave. Mohamed Salah was linked with a move away from Liverpool earlier this year, but the Reds were able to secure the star's signature after a lengthy period of negotiations. Mohamed Salah has become a Liverpool legend. Former Roma sporting director Monchi has acknowledged he was unable to prevent Mohamed Salah's departure to Liverpool during the summer of 2017. However, the Spanish scout, who has since worked for Aston Villa, has revealed he managed to increase the transfer fee that the current Premier League champion ultimately paid for Egypt's skipper nearly 8 years ago. Monchi was brought to Rome by Giallorossi owner James Pallotta, with his appointment at the Stadio Olimpico receiving widespread praise due to his stellar reputation built during his time at Sevilla. Nevertheless, when Monchi arrived at the club, Salah had already decided on a switch to Anfield, where he would subsequently establish himself as one of the Premier League's all-time greats. Monchi has now revealed details about the negotiation process with Liverpool, maintaining he secured the optimal price for Salah, who moved to the Reds in June 2017. "It was a magnificent year in 2018, Monchi told FlashScore. "I insist, after having to sell Salah, Antonio Rudiger and Leandro Paredes, that is to say, having to make very important sales to finish third and semi-finalist in the Champions League, I think it was a magnificent success." Salah joined Liverpool from Roma. "Selling Salah was necessary. When I arrived there, Salah was practically sold for €33 million plus a €3 million bonus. In the end, he was sold for 55, but there was already a commitment with the player. He wanted to leave and the only thing we could do was try to improve the price. You have to understand that moment. The sale of Salah was before Ousmane Dembele went to Barcelona for over £100 million, before the whole explosion of the football market with crazy sales. And, well, I insist, I practically had an agreement between Roma and Liverpool. What we did was to push to get as much as possible, because the player already knew he wanted to leave. Salah currently sits third amongst Liverpool's greatest ever goalscorers with 248 strikes across 411 appearances. He's behind only Roger Hunt, 285 goals, and Ian Rush, 346 goals. Both Salah and the Reds will be eager to bounce back to form this Sunday when Manchester United makes the trip to Anfield. The Egyptian forward has netted 11 times during his previous 13 Premier League encounters with United.